I worked at a body farm in Knoxville, Tennessee for the past 5 years as a forensic entomologist. For those who don't know what a body farm is a research and training facility where human decomposition can be studied in a variety of settings. In plain English, we watch dead people decompose. There are only 7 of these in existence across the entire United States. The farm itself is scattered with bodies of all types. Most of the bodies are given to us by the individual before death or by the family after. Sometimes, when nobody claims a body, the city will give it to us to use on our farm. We take bodies of every race, gender, body type, etc. It is important to know how a fat person decomposes compared to a skinny person, or a female in her mid-30s versus a female in her 80s. We place the bodies in different places. Some are left out in an open field in the sun, some are in the forest, some are in the water, and others are placed in cages to stop birds like vultures from being able to pick at the bodies. We do not cover or cage all bodies since there are birds in nature. Having a body farm is a very important part of law enforcement, helping solve murders and questionable deaths. A missing person could be found days, weeks, or even years later. By having a body farm, we can determine how long the person has been dead. The shape the body is in will give law enforcement lots of important details. If a body has been dead a few days, you might just see the beginning stages such as the smell of a rotting corpse and the maggots. There are lots and lots of maggots. As time goes on, the body may be bloated with all the gases, and later on the skin will turn a brownish colour. It's a little like when a banana goes bad, it turns brown and mushy. Bodies are a lot like that. It also lets us study the environment after the body is decomposed. Did you know the vegetation where the body has rotted will die, leaving only a bare patch of dirt afterward? Even more interesting, when vegetation grows back in a place a body was at, after, the grass will be healthier and taller than the surrounding vegetation. Next time you're on a hike and you see a taller patch of grass, someone may have been murdered there. Kind of cool, right? The way the body farm is set up is a large, fenced-in rectangle area with the admin building in the front. Once outside, there is a large field with a small tree lining the side fence with a gate. At the back, there is a pond/swampy type area. On the right, it is a wooded area extended back away to the bordering fence. The total size is almost 5 acres. On the adjoining side of the wooded area fence is a restricted military area. Nobody knows exactly what they're doing on the other side of the fence. Hardly anyone even knows it exists, because publicly, they don't exist. For the past 5 years I've worked here, I've always wondered what they were hiding in there. The area is locked down like Area 51. There is the barbed wire topped fence, security cameras, armed guards posted 24/7, and motion detection lights around the perimeter. I could never stop thinking of why they would want to place something that important on a body farm and what type of weird experiments they might do inside those walls. I had to somehow find out. Some days I would walk close to the enclosure. You could see nothing since whatever they were hiding was on the other side of the wooded area. But I just wanted to see how close I could get to the fence before they sent someone or the motion detection cameras caught me. The answer is about 15 feet from the fence before you are noticed. One guard asked me what I was up to, but I just told him I was walking the grounds, checking on the bodies, and apologized for him having to come out. He bought the excuse and seemed happy not to accidentally cross any decaying bodies on our side. I was given a warning by my supervisor and told to stay away from the fence. I am sure the military bosses were not happy someone was prowling along their fence. I backed off for a few weeks, but eventually started to patrol in different areas around their fence. Eventually, I found a place where their cameras had a blind spot. I could get right up to the fence and nobody noticed. Over the next few weeks, I continued to visit this part of the fence and stay there for longer and longer, and luckily, nobody ever came to check things out. I threw some sticks over the fence to see if it would trip a motion detector, but again, nothing happened. A dead zone. This might be the place I've been searching for. Curiosity has always gotten the best of me. I started to make my plan to break in and see what they were doing over there. I put a wire cutter in my work backpack and cut a small section of the fence until it was large enough for me to squeeze through. I waited for 8 weeks and the fence was never repaired. It looked like I had my way inside. I just had to work up the nerve to sneak in. I finally decided to do it. On the day of my attempt, I left work early for an appointment and then came back later to finish my shift. It gave me a great excuse for working over to catch up on my hours. After everyone left, I clocked out and moved my truck to a parking lot close by. I changed my clothes, then walked back to the body farm and snuck in the side gate using my keys. I made my way to the fence and took a small break. I quickly thought about what might happen if they caught me. Would they kill me? A body farm would be a perfect place to dump a dead body, right? I took a deep breath to calm my nerves and pushed on the slit in the fence. As I slipped through the fence,